To our pregame show tonight. This is Game 3 of the World Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago White Sox. So, surprising enough, Chicago has taken a 2-0 lead in this series against the defending World Series champion Pittsburgh Pirates at their home stadium. So tonight the Pirates are going to have to rebound if they want any shot in this one of winning the World Series, to rebound and get a win here in Chicago. Certainly that might not be a problem for Joe Random, as remember, Joe Random used to play baseball for the White Sox, and he was a big power threat here. He hit his 78th home run at this stadium, a lot of home runs in this ballpark over his career, so certainly somebody we're going to want to watch tonight for the power. Also, Mike Yanders has been on a hot streak as of late. He's been going out of the yard now and again, something the Pirates are going to need him to do tonight in order for all of them to be successful. Well, that just about wraps it up here at our pregame show. Matt Vasgersian, Eric Karros, and Steve Lyons have the call in Chicago. Fellas?
Ticket to get in these parts in ages, and the folks that are packed into this place are making an impact already. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago White Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And guys, you know I don't like the phrase must win if it's not a must-win situation. It's so overused. But even though this isn't technically a must-win game, boy, you go down 3-0 to this bunch, well, you're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. So they need to come up with a huge effort here.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Chicago White Sox.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates. Then the skipper, Don Mattingly, will line his guys up this way. Getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Behind him, the White Sox defensively will line up like this. Joe Random will get his first opportunity here, and if you go by the numbers, it's been a disappointing start to this World Series for him so far.
Yeah, he really hasn't gotten on track, and I think you have to give some of that credit to good pitching. But he's really been a bit of a non-factor so far. Still time for him to turn it around, though.
Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. pause. Now the pitch. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Number 41 will dig in now, coming off one of the best offensive performances we've seen in a World Series game for quite some time.
Oh, really just a game for the ages there. He put on a one-man show, and you can bet he probably won't see the same kind of pitches that he saw last time out. He'll be a lot more careful when he sets a pitch.
And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. He waits, now the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Seems like he's missed his spots a few times here already.
Yeah, he hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. He hasn't caught up to him yet, but he's going to need to find that rhythm.
Hit on the ground to shortstop, and that's through for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score as the Pirates are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Got a fastball to his liking. It was middle in, so he was able to turn on it and pull it right through the hole to pick up the RBI.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. And they will get the runner at the plate as he's tagged out.
Well, this is a pretty gutsy call right here. A little bit of a delayed steal of home. But it looked like they were on it defensively. So it's a nice play at second base to come off the bag and then fire back home to tag that runner out, breaking from third.
Marcell Ozuna come forward now, and as you see by the numbers, he's off to a hot start here in the Fall Classic.
Yeah, you know some guys just love being on that big stage, and he's been a big part of this ball club all season long. So it's no surprise to me that he swung a hot bat when it matters the most.
On to first, and there were two down. Bobby Jones will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. He's ready. Now the pitch. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the White Sox 5 and the Pirates 1. Joe Random will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Joe Random.
Now here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Ball 2 now. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. When that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
In there, 2-1.
I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Here it comes, 2-1. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the White Sox 5 and the Pirates 1. Joe Random will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Random.
Here's the first offering. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
And this is hit well towards the hole. Look at the spin. Spin throw. Got him at first, and that was not easy with that guy running down the line.
Yeah, and he had to range deep for this one, and you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
Victor Gonzalez will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. He's set, now the pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Joe Random will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Joe Random.
Now here's the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul for strike 2. And the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Marcell Ozuna will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ballgame. Here comes the 1-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the 9th now in Game 3. And the White Sox are out in front, 9-2. Carlos Osuna will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Joe Random will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
Random.
First pitch coming. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that ball is gone. Blasted into the bleachers in left. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Well, one thing you can say about this ball club, they are not going to go down without a fight. I mean, you don't make it this far into the postseason without having a lot of heart, so they're going to battle the whole way.
Robbie Ross will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there. He came through in a big way.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Harris, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The White Sox win it 9-3. Good night from Chicago.